Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel and welcome back to my Dune Awakening content. Boy, today folks, we had a huge day in the Dune Awakening community. We had lots of big announcements made today. It was an exciting time. We started off the day at 9 o'clock this morning, CST, my time zone anyway, with a bunch of new content hitting the internet, hitting YouTube, hitting a lot of different places. It was all based around a testing event for content creators that started on the 11th and went on for, I don't really know how long it went on because I wasn't part of it, but they were able to record content and from their play experience go ahead and take that footage and then make content. And the embargo dropped this morning, so we got a flood of new videos. Last night we started to see them actually popping up on YouTube, set to air at 9 a.m. this morning, so we kind of had a little bit of a heads up as far as when the embargo was actually going to lift. We knew it was the 25th, but we didn't actually know it was going to be 9 a.m. CST until we saw those videos start to hit YouTube and we could see the pre-programmed date of release on those videos. So that was really fun and interesting. I'm going to be making some content on a lot of the stuff that I seen that I thought was noteworthy. There was some really good ones out there, and I'll be sure to give credit to all the people that I talk about their content and do some reaction videos on for sure. Then we went to the next bombshell announcement, which was Your Journey Begins, the large-scale beta weekend that was announced for May the 9th through the 12th. And if you'll remember right, let's take a look at my channel here real quick. You remember last week I put out this video, open beta weekend date prediction. Well, I'm going to call it. I nailed it. It wasn't that hard to figure out really if you know anything about game development and the industry. And based on a few clues they gave us, we were able to kind of look at the calendar and kind of analyze when it should be based on them needing time to still, perfect the issues that were discovered in the beta before the release window, which is June 5th. So, it wasn't really that hard, but my pick was May 9th through 12th. I had a feeling that was going to be the weekend because it just aligned perfectly with what I thought they had going on and what I think that they still need to do even after the test. But it's going to be a large-scale beta weekend. So let's look at that announcement together because I know you probably heard about it, but you may not have heard what they had to say about it, so I want to talk about that. It says we have a huge beta weekend and broadcast coming up soon. So it's not only a beta event, but there's going to be a broadcast going on as well, and we'll talk about that here in just a second. Read on to get all the details, and don't miss our brand new story trailer giving you a taste of the cinematic storytelling awaiting you in Dune Awakening. They did drop a story trailer too as well, and be sure to check that out because that was super cool. Large-scale beta weekend, May 9th through 12th. From May 9th until May 12th, they didn't really say a time, but I'm sure we'll get that later. A large-scale beta weekend will take place, the largest one yet, with a huge number of new players joining and no NDA. That's sweet. That means no non-disclosure agreement. That means you can share any of the info that you record during your beta testing experience during this weekend if you get in. But odds are that if you request, you will be able to get in because they're saying it's going to be a huge number of new players. So, I don't know how many they're predicting, but I'm going to say it's going to be in the tens of thousands, honestly, if you want to know the truth from my prediction. No NDA. Unlike the previous closed betas, so all the betas before were all under NDA, and a lot of those testers are still under NDA, so they can't even talk about their previous experiences. But what we're going to see going forward in this beta weekend, we will be able to share every bit of it that we're allowed to test. There may be restricted areas, and they may hold us to certain content. We're not really sure. It's probably going to be on a separate test version than they have their normal beta running in, I would suspect, so that they can control the environment just a little bit better. And they may be looking at a certain type of focus test where they ask us to do tasks, or they're just basically trying to test their server stability, those kind of things under a huge load. they'll allow us to share any info we want with our friends or even stream the game for all to see. That's going to be cool. You'll have access to the first 20 hours of the game and most of Act 1 of the story. So you'll get a taste of both spice and the story, they're saying. So that's going to be really interesting. You'll have a chance to gain access to the beta weekend by wish listing and requesting access on the Dune Awakening Steam page. Or, and this was the second part we were talking about earlier about this broadcasting event, or by getting one of the tens of thousands of beta codes that will be given out during the global broadcast on May 10th. Look at what they said right there. Tens of thousands. They're really estimating a huge turnout for this, I think. We will share the full details about the beta soon, probably, the time and all that kind of stuff and what they're going to allow us to test and all those kind of things. Here's the second part to that announcement that I found kind of interesting that none of us really knew anything about. It didn't hit our radar till today, but it just kind of showed up and we're like, whoa, no doubt. The global broadcast on May 10th. Tune in to our global Dune Awakening LAN party broadcast from both London and PAX East. Throughout the event, we will jump to many other locations around the world to check in with people playing the game. We'll watch lead developers discuss the game with various content creators, then facing off in an exciting competition. So that'll be interesting. They'll probably have some kind of organized battle in the deep desert or something like that, and teams and possibly faction against faction type gameplay. That'll be really cool to see. I don't know if I'm going to be watching this, honestly, because it's going to be going on right in the middle of testing, so I doubt I'm going to sacrifice my playtime to see it, but I'll catch up with it later afterwards for sure. For a chance to get access to the beta weekend, this is the best place to be, as tens of thousands of beta keys will be handed out during the broadcast to all those watching. Keys can be used to get immediate access to the Dune Awakening beta weekend. So I guess that means if you weren't able to get one through the other method that I'm fixing to show you, that's your best chance. So this is the info on it right here. It's going to be May the 10th, and then this is the time. You can either check that announcement or you can pause this video and look at the stats on this right here. So yeah, then the story trailer dropped. You can check that out from the Dune Awakening main website. They've got a link to it right there. That was very awesome. I will go back and watch that multiple times because it was really, really good. So for you to be able to register right now, though, to pre-register for the beta, you need to follow the link in the announcement, and it will take you to your Steam page for Dune Awakening. You'll need to sign in, and when you're on your Steam page for Dune Awakening, you just need to scroll down just a little bit, and it says Dune Awakening Playtest right here on your Steam page for the game. There will be a little green button right here that says Request Access. Obviously, I've already did it, so it's gone for me, but you'll need to click that button after you're logged in, and then it will say your interest has been recorded to be participating in the beta. So that is how you get your name in the hat for the beta. And obviously, once you're logged into your account, when you do it, Steam will notify them your email address and your account name and who you are, and that you chose to select that you were interested, and that will be how you actually get access to that beta if you get chosen. So that was some of the news that hit today. It was big news. It was exciting news, coupled with all the content that we got to watch today. It was an exciting day. There were so many good videos that got released today with so many new mechanics that we hadn't seen before, so many little snippets of information that we had never known, kind of like the respec mechanic on the skills. We learned that was every 2 days. That was just one little thing that I was really searching for, that I found one good nugget. And there was just such an exciting time today for the game and for the community. So I just wanted to put out this notice for you to let you know about when the beta is and how to sign up. If you didn't figure it out already, you need to make sure you get in there and do that so you can take part with us in this big, huge testing event on May 9th through 12th, the large-scale beta weekend with no NDA. Yeah, baby. Anyway, thank you for watching my content. I really appreciate you being here. If you found this content informative or entertaining, please think about subscribing. I'm trying to grow my channel, and I would really appreciate your help on that. My goal is to reach 5,000 subscribers, and I'm on the way to that milestone right now. Think about liking it as well, and if you don't want to miss any of my further content that I make, then please think about hitting that bell so you'll be notified anytime I make content about Dune Awakening. So I hope you have a great weekend. It's finally Friday. The weekend's on the way. And have a good time. And I'll see you soon in another video about Dune Awakening. Peace.